Okay, so I'm going to discuss two questions that I picked out. The first one is how do teachers partner with other professionals to meet an IEP goal? And how does a 504 plan differ from an IEP? Why are they both needed as options for students with disabilities? So first, we're going to discuss what an IEP plan is. It is when children are identified with a disability by a multidisciplinary team. That are in need of special education are required to have an individualized education plan, which is an IEP. And this can be found in page 66 of the textbook. So what an IEP is specifically is it's an education plan. It's designed to address the unique needs of students with special needs. An IEP is a guide for delivery of custom instruction and services. It serves as a source of collaboration between professionals and the child's parents to devise an appropriate form of education needed. So it's pretty much a plan that ensures that people with disabilities receive an education that's appropriate to their needs. It ensures that people with special needs receive an equal education, an equal chance at an education. So an IEP is written by a team that consists of a variety of professionals. These professionals can be teachers, parents, and guardians. They can be special educators and representatives from the school district that the child attends. These representatives need to be knowledgeable about special education services at that school. When appropriate, other individuals that process information concerning the special education of the student are also involved in the student's plan. So as far as these professionals working together goes, it's crucial for them to work together to advocate for the child's needs. Any information that a special education professional can provide to the child's teacher will help them create a lesson plan that suits their needs, their strengths, their weaknesses. While on the contrary, any information that the child's teacher is able to provide to the special education professional can better assist them in keeping the student's IEP relevant and up to date to suit their needs. So in this team, everyone needs to work together to recognize what the child needs. So if they need a change in their education, if they need a change in certain things like how long they take a test or so on and so forth, then it'll be available to them and they're going to try and design it to where it makes the most impact towards that student's education. Now, a 504 plan is, and this is a quote from understood.org, it's a blueprint for how the student will learn. A student with a disability and remove barriers for learning. The goal is to give the student equal access at school. So a 504 plan focuses more on the student's environment than it does their education. For example, a student with a wheelchair may find it difficult to walk up a flight of stairs to reach their classroom. A 504 plan can make the student's classroom more accessible by adding a ramp or an elevator to the student's building or the school building. 504 plans make the average school day for a student with special needs more accessible. So if a student has a difficult time trying to get to a classroom or a difficult time trying to see in the classroom, adjustments can be made to where that student can be able to make it and be up close enough to be able to see what's going on. So 504 plans and IEPs work hand in hand to make education easier for access for students with special needs. IEPs focus on the right of an equal education through individualized learning plans, while 504s make IEPs accessible through a change in the environment. So what are the components of a 504 plan? And this is a direct quote from kidshealth.org. Section 504 of the U.S. Rehabilitation Act of 1973 is designed to help parents and students with physical or mental impairments in public schools or publicly funded private schools work with educators to design customized education plans. So a 504 plan ensures that all children are treated fairly. In order to receive a 504 plan, students must experience difficulties with walking, breathing, communicating, reading, thinking, or standing. Other difficulties, like, for example, being able to, I'm trying to think, sleep. I know that if they have issues with breathing, if they have issues with talking to someone, holding a conversation, something like that, 504 plans can be made for adjustments, like hearing, seeing, and so on. Accommodations can be made using the 504 504 plan. They can range anywhere from different seating to assistive technology in the classroom. So for example, 504 plans are capable of changing someone's seating, providing technological aids, adjusting class schedules and grading, excusing any lateness, absences, or missing classwork. They can extend time on classwork, and they can modify textbook material to make it easier to understand or to get across to the student. Now, while 504 plans are extremely beneficial to students in need, they differ greatly from IEPs. For example, they're not part of special education plans. While they do protect students from special needs by removing barriers to learning, they impact the environment around the student more than anything. 504 plans also offer less of a safety net than IEPs do.